show. I like this show. Let's go on and I like this show. I'm so crazy.
It's the Stacey Spirit Show. It's the Stacey Spirit
Now
Show.
we kick it with Mango Grease.
Oh man, off the rip. Stacey Spirit, now we cooking with mango grease. You know what time it is. I'm gonna give you the real, man. I'm transparent as it come. I can't tell you how transparent, because I can't stand bullshit. I really just, everybody got their pet peeves about different things that annoys them and stuff. Like, you know, people might be scratching their fingers against a chalkboard, like, that's very annoying, right? Or somebody popping gum. Or if they just smell stank, and they're just around you, that really annoys you. But what really annoys me the most is people that make excuses. Excuses about this, excuses about that, excuses about that, and this, and that, and that, and this, and that. I mean, it can be so faint, but they're making excuses about that. That really pisses me off, making excuses. I understand things happen. I get it. Okay, it's raining today, and you're a roofer, and you cannot get on the roof to do your work. Or you are somebody that cuts grass and it's raining and you can't do that. That's a legitimate excuse. Somebody's on the roof. Hey, how can they put nails and put that stuff up there if it's raining? I mean, that's a legitimate excuse. You could kind of get that, right? Somebody said cutting grass and it's pouring down rain. How can they cut? That's kind of a legitimate excuse. But some people just give excuses just to give excuses. I mean, and there's no need to give an excuse. All right, I'm telling you, for example, right? I'll tell you this. I was in a fast food restaurant, and this is no joke. I was ordering some food, and it was chicken. So you can think about any type of fast food. I ain't gonna say their name. I ain't gonna put them out there, but I was talking to this person on the other end of the intercom, and they were just talking to me about what they were going through, right? I'm like, I really don't need to hear all of that, and I just want some chicken. And so I said that, right? That what I wanted, my order was some chicken wings and how many I needed, right? And so when I got to the window, this person said, we don't have any chicken wings, but I said, really? That's an excuse, right? But people do it all the time. They do it all the time. I just can't. That really annoys me. Or this person here. They lazy ass will not get their ass up and look for a job. They know they need money, right? They know that shit because they don't have a job. They don't have a job. These motherfuckers are broke as goddamn skid row on the goddamn side of the street, nigga, like a bump, kick, crack, pop. They know that. But they won't get their lazy ass up and look for a job. But they talking about, oh, it's hot outside. Oh, my back hurting. Oh, it's election year. You know, is Joe Biden going to give out that stimulus? Is Barack Obama coming back in office? You know, he was always good for the black people. Really? I don't know about that. But you get the point. Making excuses and excuses and excuses all over and over. And the sad part about it, when they make those excuses, they're giving it to somebody. They got to give it to somebody because, they give it to themselves. They make excuses and they say, hey, I didn't feel good today. Go to sleep. It'll be better. No, it's not going to get better. Get your ass up, tighten up, put your bootstraps on, and be a man about it. Be a woman about it. Be a homosexual about it. Whatever you need to be about it. Be a human being and take care of your business. I don't care. I don't discriminate. But I do not like excuses. People put excuses like they're just a cliche. It's taboo. It's amazing to me how many times people just use excuses just to get out of doing what the fuck they need to do. You know your monkey ass need to brush your teeth in the morning. You do. You know your funky ass breath is stank. I don't want to smell that shit. You need to brush. At least go to the dentist. Do you know that? How old are you? When were you born? 1978? You should know better. Really? But they make excuses and say, you're the problem with my insecurities. No, you are the problem with your excuses. This is a true story. I can't make this up. I really can't. Because I'm trying to help somebody today. I really am trying to help somebody that's making excuses. This is a true story. I can't make this up. I promise you, I cannot make this up. I was a teenager. My mom and my dad were divorced. And during this time, I was living with my dad, and he was doing a lot better than my mom was doing really at the time. It happens, whatever. I was just happy to have a roof over my head. I'm just being happy to say that. From Miami, man, it was rough. I'm telling you, man. Shootings, everything. You know how Miami is. But in this particular situation, my dad and my mom was divorced, so I was living with my dad because his ass really needed to pay child alimony. But that's why he took my ass in. I'm just keeping it real. I keep it real. So I'm keeping it real and transparent. Y'all know me. I'm transparent. So my mom said, hey, you're going to take care of this one. So that's why he took me in. But when he took me in, I had responsibilities and shit like that. Living with him, there were responsibilities. Trust me. That motherfucker was in the military, okay? And he had rules and regulations, and your ass had to follow by them. All your ass was going to have some repercussions. I'm just saying. It's going to be some repercussions. I'm telling you. It was going to be some repercussions out there if your ass didn't do what he did. I was going to go AWOL. 1 and 2. I was going to go AWOL. I was going to leave the camp. But my dad, he taught me some real good principle shit. All right? My dad was a hard worker. That was one. He was a really hard worker. Really hard worker. I mean, this guy, and I love him, and I do, and I say this sincerely. I love my father, and I'm not making light of this as a joke, but he taught me some real serious shit, really serious shit. He told me, he said, this one particular day, and as I told you, my mom and my dad were divorced, right? And I was living with my dad, and it was a better situation. He had a pool, all kind of stuff. I had got a car with my dad. He was showing me love, but there were responsibilities behind that, and it was a better neighborhood and school that I was at, and it was better. It was, but there was responsibility behind it. And my dad was a really hardworking man. He wasn't always the man that you could really come and talk to. He never told me that he loved me. He never, I can't even recall that, but he showed me that he loved me by his actions. He showed me that he loved me by his action, by having a roof over my head, food on my plate, clothes on my back, whether what he had differences with my mother or whatever. I didn't know that. I'm a kid. I just want to be a kid. But he taught me a real serious thing about excuses and things like that. And I hold this today, right now in my life, how I attack different situations and things and challenges that I've come against in my life. And this particular day, I wanted to go over to my mom's house for the weekend because that's what I would do. I would go over to my mom's house on the weekends and I would stay there Friday, leave that Friday after I got out of school. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I would come back to my dad's house and I'll be there Monday through, Friday. He knew I was gone. As soon as he hit Friday, I was going over to my mom's house. So, but my obligations were with my dad. I told you he was military and he was disciplined in about his school. And I know he was trying to teach me something that would carry on as I got older, and I didn't understand because I was a kid. I didn't know. And so this time I'm ready to go over to, my mom's house because, hey, I want to see my other siblings because they're not with me. They're not experiencing what I'm experiencing, but they're there, but I'm here with my dad. So I want to get back to them and bring whatever I got and be where I'm now. And my obligation was to do my chores, and then I could go and do my business, right? So my particular chores were to clean my bathroom, clean my room, and cut the grass. So I did a couple of my chores. I didn't just say, fuck you, Dad, I'm not doing. I did a couple of my chores. I cleaned my room because it was easy, because we had AC, right? And I cleaned my bathroom. But I didn't really want to cut that grass that week. I said, I'll get it next week. And so I got in my car and I was finna leave. He said, hey. Hey, man, what's up? I said, what's up, Dad? He said, I didn't talk to you. I'm like, I'm going to prove what I did. What I done did. I'm like, so I don't know what I've done, right? I know what I've done, though, but I really don't know what I've done. But I know what I've done. Because he's about business. So he's not coming to me about no bullshit. He's coming to me about business. So he comes to me, he said, hey, man, you ain't cut the grass, man. What's up? I said, Dad, I'll get it. I'll get it, man. I got it. But, hey, I'm going on Mom. And I thought using Mom as an excuse about whatever. I know you love your mom and you love your but man, you told me you go get the grass. I said, Dad, I'll get it. I'll do it. He said, that's an excuse. He said, excuses only satisfies the person that's giving them. That's not satisfying me. I do what I need to do for you, right? You need to do what you need to do for me. That's just fair, right? And for a moment, I couldn't say anything. And he was so right. He didn't put his hands on me. He didn't hit me. He didn't cuss me. It was just right. And so I got out my car. I thought about everything that he had done, all the sacrifices and everything that he had did. Even though he didn't tell me that he loved me, he showed me that he loved me by his actions. I miss you, Daddy. And I thank you. And I thank you for that. I thank you for that. Excuses only satisfy the person that's giving them. So I stopped making excuses and stopped being proactive. Hey, if you learned anything what I said tonight, man, or today, or this morning, or wherever you're hearing this, man, I just want to tell you I love you and keep on pushing and stop making excuses. Just do it. And that's not a cliche.
I really like this show. I like this show. Let's go on and I like this show. I'm so crazy.
It's the Stacey Spirit Show. It's the Stacey Spirit Show.
Now we're kicking with my